Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a little shaken up, but what about the other hostages? My husband was with them in one of the assembly labs, and I overheard talk about a bomb.
Don't worry, they're safe.
Oh, thank God. When those men surprised us, Mr. Jensen, they should not have been able to get in. With the typhoon being moved in and all, I double-checked the protocols myself.
Yeah, I expect Pritchard's doing the same thing right now. Stay here. DPD will want to question you. But you and your husband should be reunited soon.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. You're a hero.
Yeah, I'm a big fucking hero. Let's go get my big fucking hero reward.
Sorry, Mr. Thorpe. The target is on lockdown. I can't let anyone in.
Hello, Mr. Thorpe.
My wife, is she all right?
She's fine. A little shaken up, though. Swab will need to debrief her. But you'll see her soon.
I don't know what to say. I think I've given up on her. You're a true hero, man. I'll find some way to repay this, I swear.
There's no need for that. I was just doing my job.
Don't be modest. I didn't recognize you before, but I know who you are, Mr. Jensen. And I know you weren't supposed to be back at work yet. Thank God you are.
Why's that
I'll be in
officer
touch.
keeps sneezing?
Count on
God,
it.
it's gross. Alright, so what he gives me when I get back to the main hub is he gives me the contact information for, and I believe a discount with, a gun dealer. That gives me access to some better weapons than I would otherwise have from the street gun dealer.
You made a lot of people happy tonight, Jensen. And not just the men in suits.
It's what they pay me for.
No. They pay you to put corporate interests ahead of people. You found a way to satisfy everyone. Guess Dr. Reed was telling the truth about you.
Megan? What are you talking about, Malik?
Before you were hired, she said the papers were lying about Mexican Town. That you weren't fired from the force. You quit when you realized Protect and Serve had become Protect and Serve the corporate interest. Nice to see she was right. You ready to go?
To be fair, it became that in the mid-2000s, but sure.
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
Maybe earlier, I could be wrong. At least that's when it became more publicized. So, we head back to the Detroit hub. I'm going to have to meet with Seraph, maybe Pritchard. And we'll start doing some side quests. That'll be fun. Everybody loves side quests. Ooh, that popped in.
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So
She's after that
how's it feel,
robot dick.
being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
It's not so bad, I got a huge robot dick now.
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just
You
be
don't
careful,
fucking
okay?
say.
A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical
Well,
debates.
it doesn't really
I'm
reject
not.
this
I
technology
told
as
you
much
myself,
as
I've got
anything
neuro
foreign.
enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Alright, I think I will.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us,
They were gone.
whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Well, the cyborgs were. I kind of made quick work of the mooks they sent in.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Oh, what do you know?
I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
I wouldn't imagine. That's really fucking fishy.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Man, Malik, you're cool. I like you. So we have to go meet with Pritchard. And he has to take a look at the Typhoon and probably snark about how much smarter he is than we are.
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's his fault these lunatics keep attacking us.
People seem to think we're hiding something.
Only because Eliza Kazan keeps spinning it that way. Seriously, it used to be that when David talked, all of Detroit listened. What happened?
What happened is that David made too many promises he couldn't keep. 20 years ago, Detroit was on its last legs, remember? And Seraph Industries promised to pick it back up.
Oh, like one company and one man can do that by himself. They're a bunch of ungrateful hacks, if you ask me.
To be completely honest, I've seen Detroit. It looks like it's a hell of a lot better than it is now. Or was in the past, or... I don't know how time works. Oh yeah, it's the other entrance to the the other entrance to the helipad. And there's nothing. Oh, hey, look, secrets. Awesome explorer experience. I'm not going to make the mistake of just plummeting to my death again. Found me a pocket secretary. Where the fuck are you, B-Dog? Brandon needs that no-pause. Is that neuropozyne? It ain't like aspirin. People can't die if they hold off taking aspirin. Well, if you've got like a blood clot, you could. Yeah, 15 mins more, beat me behind the gas station, derp, 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 derp. Got it. I'm sure that's important. Sweet, $200. Right, we are going to Pritchard's. Hope you don't mind if I stop and listen to the odd conversation. Not that I haven't heard them, but I think you would enjoy them too.
I think someone slipped him into Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know we were developing the Typhoon?
Same people who attacked us last time, Roy. I mean, come on. We were testing it when they broke in.
Alright, I'll give you that. So what? You think a foreign government is behind this?
Governments aren't the only ones hiring mercenaries these days. Isolé, Kusanji, Taeyong Medical. Any one of our competitors could be behind this.
Interesting. Keep those names in mind. Hi, Pritchard. Taking your chocolate bar, Pritchard.
Well, well. If it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields.
Fuck you.
If this is about the typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words.
To be fair, those
Don't
were
think
initialisms
you
and
hacked the
acronyms.
plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Ooh. Were they maybe his codes? I don't think they ever mentioned it, but I think that's sort of the implication.
Don't you have somewhere to be, Jensen? I'm sure Sarif is expecting your report.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you forever, Pritchard. I love your character, but fuck you. Alright. Now I think I'm going to check out my own office.
David and you, Darrow?
Hell
if I know.
What's
What
this?
does Bill Gates and Steve Jobs talk about?
I bet he's trying to convince him to come out of hiding and make a statement that will counteract Bill Taggart.
Darrow is not hiding. He's working day and night in the Arctic, trying to save the world. That's what millionaires do when
I never noticed this before.
save the world. Didn't you
This
know that?
conversation, framed by pictures of Hugh Darrow and David Zaref. That's neat. Instead of going to my office, I'm just going to go up the elevator because it's right here. I'll go to my office next.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile.
To be fair, he's entitled to his opinion, however stupid it is.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him at Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
You insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
Interesting.
And I did. The Typhoon is safe. Sanders didn't know about it. He didn't even know his hacker was augmented. He's not the mastermind behind this, boss.
So you cut him a break? The man broke into my facility and took hostages at him. I thought you were ready for this.
Oh, fuck you.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, because so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body.
Oh, that's
no
not
matter
shady.
how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
Yeah, that's fine. No longer a cop, doing what's right. My own moral compass now. So off to Jensen's office. Oh, what do you know?
I wouldn't hold my breath waiting.
Yeah, so office is just over here. It's actually a point of interest. This is a highly coveted office, and everybody wants it. But it's mine, bitches!
Hey, Jensen.
This big office overlooks the whole thing.
Now I sound like his girlfriend or something.
It's actually really useful for a security guy to have an office up here.
Jensen, remember me?
Yeah, I remember you. Shut up. Fucker. Alright, what do you
What
need?
am I doing here? This is nuts. Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Holy
Jesus, Tim.
shit.
You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop.
He sounds like a great guy.
I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
Well, I mean, I am the security officer for this company, and you just admitted that you robbed it.
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
Way to not answer the fucking question.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
I guess he did.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
No, that sounds ethical. I'm totally doing that.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
I see. Well, might as well.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow. Thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for.
You still might be.
Security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Alright, so that's our first side mission. As you can see, they're leading us outside. The blue one being the side quest, and the yellow ones being like primary quests. Man, taking the stairs sucks.
In Washington, the UN wouldn't whole thing just brings back bad memories. I love working here, but it's hard knowing that at any second...
God, I can't talk about it. What if another bunch of radicals burst through the door, like right now, and start shooting?
I know. It's so awful. Because you'd be the first to... I mean, you'd be...
I'd be the first to what?
Nothing. Forget it.
Well, I mean, if it happened right now, I don't think they'd have a good time. It's 2 armed guards and me.
Nice job tonight, Adam. I heard most of those vandals got arrested peacefully. Things could have been so much worse. Would you like to get a coffee with me sometime? I feel so much safer when you're around.
I bet you do. Everybody wants that robot dick. I heard about the Vibratron 5000 ad installed.
Mrs. Reed?
Oh, Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Well, you want the key too?
Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. But this is where you work. But to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
Oh. Well, that's awkward.
I guess I never thought of it that way.
I'm sorry. It's not proper of me to come here and stir up bad memories, especially after what you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
Big Robot Dick is a big help. I don't think I can stress that enough.
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such dramatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her
Jesus,
days.
woman.
She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened.
Way to lay on
You're
the
not
fucking
insane,
guilt.
Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse. But I know you loved Megan. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
What am I supposed to fucking say to that? I mean, I am curious about what happened anyway, so...
I never got a chance to investigate the attack
Yeah,
myself.
exactly.
I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.